As far as the competition table is concerned, it's a big one for both of them. Burton gets us underway. First of two matches on Fox League on this Sunday afternoon, and Fotuaika, it's a long way to come off the back fence at Decor Stadium, but he does his best. He's doing the big carries coming back from kickoffs, and he may be in a maroon jumper next time out. Dummy half duties again today with Randall. They have the Englishman Cruz Leeming coming off the bench. And now for Tino Fasua Malawi, there is a strong Origin element running across both teams. Titans first use in advance of the 40. Now Isaac Liu, who's got okay the last few weeks. He was, you would call it a stellar year in his first season at the Titans, but he's contributed well the last few weeks. Boyd's first kick of the day. Perham's underneath it. And Hayes Perham with the ball for Canterbury. What would be described as a safe first set from the Titans. And now the Bulldogs to return in kind. Beaten by the Warriors last start. In fact, their record here hasn't been good at Accor Stadium for the Bulldogs. Sitting last on the ladder going into today, which doesn't feel good. Oloapu got his hands on the ball in that play. The 18-year-old. Now for King. Former Titans Rookie of the Year.
That's a good carry there from King.
5 short of halfway. Marnie thought they'd earned a set restart there. Pengai Jr. into the Titans half, and the Titans know about his offload, and Fafita did well to wrap his arms around the ball. Marnie to the right side. Oloapu's first kick of the day. It's on the full to Campbell. Carl Oloapu, 4th game in first grade, but first time in the starting side. Darcy McDonald watching from the sideline today. Michael and myself, we're undecided which way to go. What about you?
Good afternoon, gents. Perfect conditions for some Sunday afternoon rugby league. 19 degrees. There is a gusty breeze, though. It's not really favouring either side. It's an important game for the Bulldogs. They've dropped to last on the ladder after the Dragons and Tigers wins this weekend. The heat's turned up on the Bulldogs boys, so I'm backing them today.
Okay, then. Titans on the back of the first penalty. Darcy McDonald with sideline duties. And Boyd takes Big Tino to centre field. It would be something. I mean, we're talking about incredible numbers, the Tigers last night. Seriously, if the Titans scored 26 today, that's where they stopped. It's almost stripped the gear off and run around a core, isn't it? You, Michael, that is.
No.
Titans are 38 metres away from the Bulldogs line. It's an incredible statistic. As they push to the left, Boyd floats it over the top. Just had to check the run to catch it. But it's a warning shot fired by the Titans. No Loffy Khan out on that left wing today. It was Sami ended up with it. They're inside the 20. Randall to the short side. Foran and Kelly in support. Did an offload. And last tackle it is, Gold Coast. 9 away from the line. Foran slow to his feet. King remained on the deck. Rolling forward. Too strong. David Fafita, you big thing. What a try. He just ploughs his way over.
It's superhuman stuff again. I mean, sometimes you just marvel at these moments from Fafita. This is stuff you see at kids' football when, you know, on the odd occasion, there's just a teenage giant in the other side. Look, there's nothing on. He's just wandering behind the ruck. They've got 3 down the short side. The Titans have got 3 attackers down the short side. There's nothing on. Takes a chance there, knows how good he is, Randall, and then just whooshka. Straight over the top of them, leaves them in his wake. Like a good old-fashioned steamroller, straight over the top of Waddell, over the top of Avarillo. And the Titans on the board. David Fafita, 2 huge injections in that set.
Like, you watch that again on the replay, it'd almost say like they had nothing doing on the last. To go to a man virtually flat-footed. But they have faith that he will do that.
He is in sublime touch, isn't he? 2 tries last week. And a career-high 228 running metres in a beaten side against Newcastle. Running 80 metres at one stage where no outside back could catch him. He's a genetic freak, David Fafita.
Well put.
He is.
Hadn't scored a try this year until the game at Four Pines Park just a few weeks ago, and now has 4. And over to Boyd. His kicking has gone a little off, it must be said, over the past month. Needs the first one, I reckon. Tanner Boyd needs it, gets it. So, 6-0 scoreline. Preston Campbell likes what he saw there.
Well, with Origin squads to be announced tomorrow morning, this is Dave Fifita's last chance to stake his claim for a Queensland recall. He bagged a double and ran for a career high of 228 metres last week and looks to be in a similar mood today. He's arguably in career best form, and that's off the back of his work and sacrifices during the preseason, but it's also the result of him just focusing on nailing the effort areas in his game.
Well, Darcy, if Queensland don't pick David Fifita, Billy Slater's eyes are painted on. His quality in his work, there's big minutes. Mad not to pick him. Titans, and he goes Fodawaker again. It's becoming a highlight. Watching Mo run the ball back from kickoffs. A lot of energy used up on those runs. But the Titans off to a start. These two sides, you can't avoid the stat. The two worst defensive sides in the competition. On average, most points, most tries conceded. And for Sul-Malawi, yeah, manufactured that for Liu. But both very capable of scoring points. Into the Bulldogs earlier this year, blowing away Melbourne, down in Melbourne. Now, Randall on to Fodawaker. This is a really good set.
Yeah, he's been really impressive, hasn't he, Fodawaker? He's in great form coming here this afternoon, but another powerful start from the Titans middle forward.
Boyd offloading. Stimson, good two-man tackle there. Marnie and Preston. Well, this has been a 60-metre roll-up field, and Boyd kicks on the last with no pressure on him. Perham back towards his line. He's with it. Hayes Perham, who's made the #1 jersey his, playing in all 11 matches so far this year. And now for Addo-Carr.
Well, just keep an eye on these Bulldogs middle forwards. Cameron Ciraldo looking for a powerful start. Named Sam Hughes in the starting side, wanted Tavita Pangai to be the real enforcer, the real leader. And it's hands on their hip stuff already. It's concerns for the Dogs.
We saw Carraz almost drop the ball 2 plays earlier. That was a near miss as Burton on to Preston. Yeah, Sam Hughes has size, but the fact is he's only played the 39 minutes of first grade. He's had the 3 appearances and not a lot of game time. Burton kicks. Wow. Burton. Campbell. No way. Can't catch that. No one can. No human could. And then, oh, the Bulldogs off the leg. A penalty goes the way of the Titans. But the Burton special, to see it in the first 7.5 minutes, the crowd groaned when they said go in the air. It's
swirling around. I mean, he comes towards the ball here, Campbell. I know he pulls out, but he's still playing at it, isn't he? He's coming towards the ball.
100%.
Did that not have to be 6 to go there for the Bulldogs? Then the ball goes back and knocked on. Yep.
No, that's a fair call. He's played at it. Therefore, what advantage did the Bulldogs have? I'm with you, Michael. I'm saying the Bulldog, although it's not a knock on by the Titans off the leg.
Yeah.
So that's where that nullifies that. But you're right, he's definitely playing at the ball. That's, Tino. Everything, the whole in the shopping bag. Big Tino there. We all know that feeling. Isn't that awful? You're carrying it from the car, trying to set an Olympic record. One of the bags splits open. Bulldogs, yes, they want to set restart. They've got their chance now. So, good entertainment early in this one on a Sunday afternoon. Oluwapu, right side, Avarillo. He's good for a try lately. Kelly makes a statement in the tackle. Oluwapu to Marnie and across to Burton. Runners to pick from. They're coming towards the Fox. Here he goes. And Addo-Carr, a dab. Campbell is there. And that is a rush from the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah. Good. Line speed here from the Bulldogs. Addo-Carr it is that's igniting their energy along with Reid Marnie.
There's Marnie in the tackle again.
That's 3 in a row now for Reid Marnie.
15 out from their own line, the Titans. Malawi able to handle this one, but he's going more across field than up. And they're only back to the 20, the Titans. Now Foran along to Kelly, out to Sami. In a crouch position, manages to get over the 30. Not bad from the Titans. They needed that play. At least a platform to kick off now, and it is their halfback kicking long and fielded by Addo-Carr. Now comes Josh. Just to tick every box today, Michael, what do you want to see from Addo-Carr? To know absolutely 100% and ready for an Origin arena if that is to be the case.
It might sound strange, Andrew, but just seeing exactly what we're seeing from Josh at the moment, no strapping on him. I think that's a huge plus. Often when you see a guy try and rush back from injury, they're covered in strapping. No strapping on Addo-Carr, seeing his movement just down that narrow short side and his speed. And his will to go towards the contact looks great. I think he looks fantastic.
Perham back. So Bulldogs putting it together there with Riddell. Hughes was looming up. The big uns, when they bring Hughes in, Pengai Jr., there's not much difference in size between Sam Hughes and Tavita Pengai Jr. Here's King. They're 31 away from the Titans line. Plenty of tackles up their sleeve here for the Bulldogs. Right side, Burton right up to the line. Then Waddell, and lost it in the Fafita and Randall tackle. Waddell is not going to be a challenge.
What I've ruled is lost it in. Over.
I think it's the Titans saying challenge. The audio you're hearing there, I don't think it's a Bulldogs player saying challenge. I think it's the Titans daring them to challenge.
Yeah, Matt Burton just coming off his left-hand side over to the right, and just a short ball for Waddell, but it was under some pressure. Randall right up in the face, so too for Feeder. And they turn the ball over.
What referee Butler was explaining, he wasn't really getting knock-on the ground. It was, while upright, that there was loose carry. Once that was explained to the Bulldogs, they were reluctant to challenge. Here is Aaron Chop, the former Bulldog, into the side. So no Loffy Khan-Pereira today. Just a try-double. Khan-Pereira missing out. Chop wasn't happy with the contact at the end of that. Titans 10 metres inside their own half. A Fafita try already on the board today. Now Boyd, this time Stimson. To halfway, another one who's played for the Bulldogs. Now Tino and Liu and Foran and across for Fafita. Able to offload this time. Damaging in a different kind. He wants another go at him here, short side.
Yeah.
Randall, it doesn't go that way.
He's had a couple of good scampers, Randall.
I think he's an improved player. Signed from Newcastle. Boyd kicks to the corner. Is it Addo-Carr's ball? It is. That's a good sign. Addo-Carr with a catch for Canterbury. Back with the ball 5 away from their line. Yeah, Alamoti's been left injured.
Absolutely, he has. There's the take from Addo-Carr and just flying over the top. Filled. In fact, it was Jojo Fafita.
Carraz has the strapping on the knee. Gee, worked hard last week against the Warriors. Jacob Carraz, he's got a motor on him. He just loves running the ball. He had over 20 carries last week. Now Marty, scoop up. Burton, right up to the line, offloading. Alamotti with it. Finished off with the tackle. No, shot couldn't close him down. Marty is with it. Kicks from outside the 40. Campbell mightn't necessarily know that. He's across to it anyway. Campbell with the ball. 40-20 definitely on today. And you know, Reid Marnie has kicked 4 of them this year.
I think that's a smart play there from Marnie. Just driving it deep down back inside the Titans half and just turning their big man around. Trying to win the battle of field position.
Now forward.
Fodawaker, big Tino just getting back onside now.
So he took the previous carry. So we do have some wingers who love to chalk up big numbers in Sami and Carraz. We'll keep you in touch with their numbers today. Wouldn't be surprised if both run over 20 times. Here's Fodawaker. Dummy and run. Tackled 40 metres away from the line.
Oh, short down this side.
Here's Fafita. Foran offloaded. Oh, there was a chance for Canterbury to get the ball.
I don't think it was touched.
Gee, like his time over again there. Kieran Foran had unmarked men on his outside. They just simply needed to go through the hands. Only 2 Bulldogs defenders in a big space. Fafita recognised it, went straight down there. Chance gone begging there. There it is. Look, just had to find a pass. There's Kelly on the outside. And Sami as well.
Now Sam Hughes with the ball on the 30-metre line. Just sense the game's about to be broken open here. Perham with it. I mean, it's not for the lack of trying. There's a fair bit of ball movement there. Don't know whether the two defences can hold on. Pengai Jr. with it. Might be one of his offloads that opens things up. And there, oh, gee, where'd that come from? Hate to think. Oloapu on. And Avarillo just caught by Kelly. Good battle going on in the centres there. Vernon on for King. Max King is another who can offload. Canterbury 30 metres away from the Titans line. Last tackle. What's Burton got in store for us? They go over to Oloapu's side. Nowhere near as menacing in heights. Ball, though, still allowed to bounce. Campbell gets a little lucky there, but the penalty.
Now, it's a couple of times now that the Titans have allowed the kicking game or the ball to bounce on the end of sets from the Bulldogs. That one not as shallow as his first one, Oloapu. Had a little bit more on it, but still not overly threatening like Burton's. But Campbell unable to get near the footy. And a relieving penalty for the Titans.
4 and away. A shout out to all the Tigers fans watching this afternoon. I bet you've had a good Sunday. Michael, you were buzzing when you got to the ground today.
I still can't believe it. It was one of the great nights of commentary. Just seeing Leichhardt Oval, Luke Brooks 200th. I mean, pain for Cowboys players and fans, but gee, it was a wonderful night.
Sam Alawi back to Campbell. Scott Drinkwater on the panel with Fox League. Happy that we gave that shout out. Good to have Scott hear his thoughts today. Now Randall and Foran misses out for Vita. Kelly, there's the battle, great ball. Sami back inside, had the arm almost free, Sami. Good player. Titans inside the Bulldogs 20. Boyd got it high, goes across to Campbell. He sighted a little hole, almost through it. They just got him, Big Hughes. Quick play the ball, Randall to Boyd. Last tackle, Titans off the deck and try. If he forced it.
Ready.
I had it as play on.
Coming up to the last tackle, mate.
I had no try. I thought it was off the ground.
It's fine. However, I believe he loses it on the way to the ground.
But surely he's got to, can't send it upstairs to see if he's held. Campbell.
It looked like he was on the ground. You can't pass off the ground. It looked like Tanner Boyd off the short ball from Randall. Reed Marnie comes in. He's on the ground. Yeah, Eddie Jones might like it, but they're not going to give that, Andrew. Turn it up.
Eddie who? But surely it's the referee who is in position. See, that's in slow motion. I think we're more worried about the put down. Campbell there, losing the ball on the way through.
You can't pass off the ground.
Just looking to determine whether Preston Campbell or Jaden Campbell holds onto the ball.
Preston Campbell gets a run. That's a lovely touch. Like that. Well done.
We can't have moved past the Tanner Boyd pass. We can't move past. We can't.
Yes, we can.
He's passing off the ground.
Jaden Campbell loses the ball. We have a decision.
There we go. May have lost it twice, to be honest. He lost it while upright, then probably lost it in the forcing of the ball as well. That's a lovely touch from Ben Cummins to refer to him as Preston. So, no try. This is the pass. Boyd, off his back.
Oh, my gosh.
And then Campbell losing the ball. Just incredible 24 hours in rugby league in the Challenge Cup in England overnight. Huddersfield scored 40 points and were beaten by Salford, 42-40. That is some effort. So that's why we feel as if there's something happening. We're due points and maybe the floodgates are going to open here. 17 gone, 6-0 scoreline. We'll have a challenge on this one.
They drop it. Benny.
There we go.
We have a captain's challenge.
Tino's
the
seen
ruling
something.
is a strip after held. Titans believe the ball was just simply lost.
Okay, so in amongst all that, Alamotti was driven backwards off the 20-metre restart by Randall, Tino and Fodawaker. Now, a penalty was given. They're saying he loses the ball.
Tino's in the tackle. Does he see it or does he feel it?
Well, we have seen these before.
Just looking to see, Chris Randall has his arm on the ball, just in another angle to see how the ball comes out.
It'll depend which way his hand's facing, I think, to see whether they say this is a strip. If he's just pulling his hand out. No, I think that's a strip. I think they're hard to win, those.
Chris Randall strips the ball.
And there's your challenge, barbecue.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Yeah. Barbecued 17 minutes into the game.
Just on the 20, just make sure they go past me, mate.
Well, at the moment, they're getting beaten up physically, as we see Sam Hughes now getting his shoulder checked on the sideline, but the Dogs just physically are getting overpowered at the moment, and no surprise, this middle rotation that starts the game for the Titans are just brutal, aren't they? Fasuma, Aoi, Fodawaka, Liu.
Junior again, not able to offload. They're really on a mission, the Titans defenders, to wrap up the ball. One defender always wrap it up if they can. Burton, King. And some fair contact there in front of Randall. Liu was the man low. Canterbury in the Gold Coast half. Marnie, dummies there. Edwards on the field, Harrison Edwards. Bulldogs 30 metres away from the line now. David Knockenball's on the sideline, up on his feet as well, maybe into the game shortly. Chance to come at O'Carr's way. No, Burton just tips it off inside. Edwards spun through the front line of Randall. Last tackle Canterbury, not the most adventurous set. Now Burton, pressed and very flat. Alamotti at O'Carr. Every pass was no further than flat. That's the flattest short side attacking rate I think I've ever seen. They're all in a line.
Yeah, that was extremely poor. Actually, the whole set was poor from the Bulldogs. And Matty Burton, he really needs to own that. And unless there's an opportunity genuinely on the outside for Alamotti and Addo Carr, he really needs to take control of the kicking game there.
Shot bringing it back for the Titans. Just the one try so far. If you joined us late, David Fafita in steamrolling mode early. Those of you who have him in your Supercoach team, he picked up some points early. To be fair, he's been a bit quiet since. They haven't found David. He's been in position, but they've sort of bypassed him. 38 metres away from the Canterbury line. And Boyd, dummy to the right. He's playing his 50th NRL game today, Tanner Boyd. And a penalty to the Titans, and it is in kicking zone. High shot. The ruling of the referee.
Yeah, hard to know the exact plan of the Titans, but if it's what it looks, they're looking to just blast the middle of the ruck. There's Burton. Gee, there's not much in that. He just reaches around and nothing more than a little grab around the neck. But Burton in a little bit of trouble here, which is a real concern for the Dogs. I think, Andrew, we talk about Fafita and bringing him into the game. At the moment, looks like they're just centralising all their attack, trying to fatigue the Dogs' middle, and then they'll unload on them at the back end of this first half if they'll start to move the ball around.
Gee.
Oh,
Get out the rosary beads, Bulldogs fans here. They've had an awful run of injuries this year, and with star players.
It looks like the knee of King comes down and puts his left leg in a really awkward position.
This is one of your main men, Canterbury.
Just watch at the back here.
Pain straight away felt by, well, you feel it watching it. Burton is up now. He will try and do his best to walk it off. And Gold Coast Titans, while their goal kicker has the ball, he's not thinking shot at goal. It's tap and run. It's not even kick for the sideline. It's just let's tap and roll on. 15 metres away. It is a big line set to the left here. Randall, here they come. Liu goes short to Fasil Malawi. They may reload left again. They will. Randall, and again they go short. And the Bulldogs' defence close to the post is tested. Do you go there 3 times? Randall, yes they will. And foreign for Fafita. He'll have another run at them. He's offloaded, risk involved. Marnie knocked it on in trying to get to it. Gets in a little bit of a stoush with Kieran Foran.
Yeah, just Fafita just looming down the back. trying to find a way through. It's a good scramble there from the Dogs. Plenty of numbers around the ball. Marnie just unable to scoop the ball up. But what about the line from far? Suamalawi at full flight off the short ball from Isaac Liu. They are just bombarding the Dogs' middle, they've got the worst middle in the competition defensively, and that's where they're just staying, the Titans.
Randall to Boyd, right side from the scrum. Campbell into the line. Adokara jammed in. Alamotti there as well. That's good work from Canterbury, the outside backs. Enslow to play the ball down, so they're set again. Boyd, Tino, Mo Fodawaker. Nice tackle, Edwards there. Set restart. Titans forward for Frida. Put one on his back, but they get numbers in the tackle. Oloapu's entitled to have nightmares about this. Now for Suamalawi and Liu for Boyd, it's crisp, and then not so crisp from Stimson, but advantage was played for offside. The Canterbury faithful not happy with that.
I understand it, but the whole line's 5 metres here, guys.
Gee, had he have found a pass out the back there, Tanner Boyd, I'm not sure they stopped Jaden Campbell.
Yeah, I can't accept 5 metres offside, okay? It's too far.
Titans throwing plenty of attack. Gee, Oloapu is certainly learning a lot about first grade today in his first start, having to handle David Fafita out on that far side.
Butler's quote, "I can't handle 5 metres offside." A lovely quote from the referee explaining to Reid Marnie that he couldn't ignore it. There he is on the buses with referee Butler. No cars come in, just letting Matt Burton some ideas. Boyd, in the meantime, has elected to go for goal, so they declined the previous opportunity. They are going this time from 12 metres out. Just put another 2 on the board. 22.5 minutes remaining. 22.5 gone, and at that mark they've had the greater possession. Boyd for 2 from 2. And so 8-0 it is. Let's go to Darcy, just an update on Sam Hughes, who came from the field.
Yeah, Vossi, he headed straight up the tunnel with the medical staff from the Bulldogs. Early diagnosis is a slight pec strain, but the good news is they haven't ruled him out yet.
Okay, so we've made 3 hit-ups and 12 tackles, starting the game today.
But you need to hold, okay? You fix it, you're leading your guys up. Stay here, guys.
More explanation on the offside play. Pretty straightforward, I would have thought.
What a wake-up. Nearing 100 metres already, Andrew. Here he comes off the back fence.
The back fence. He goes back as far as he can. Here he is, Fodawaker! Yes! He spins the chocolate wheel, running at Waddell. The back fence here is the advertising hoarding, which is a good 8-9 metres behind the dead ball line.
That's outstanding.
By the time he gets the ball, he's already run at least 25 metres.
He has to be in the frame for another Queensland Origin jersey, doesn't he? I mean, his form's been awesome.
Now Randall to Liu. Almost stepped past Preston there. Randall, Boyd, a bomb from 40 metres out. Another good set from the Gold Coast. This is high and wide. High, wide and not so handsome from Tanner Boyd.
Yeah, important kick pressure there on Tanner Boyd, and he's forced the error. We saw it the other night. Josh Hodgson did it on Elias, and there's Reid Marnie right in the grill of Tanner Boyd. And just getting it on the outside of his boot, sprays it over the sideline. And here's Jay Knockenball onto the field for the Bulldogs. Just on Fodawaker, Andrew. A number of years ago when he made his Origin debut, he then got to a period last year where he was even out of the starting side for the Gold Coast. His return to form this year has been great to see. He's been unreal.
And with Josh Papali'i retiring from Origin football as well, that increases the chances of Fodawaker returning. Canterbury now. Ockenball's first touch. Oloapu with it. Lovely to see this kid find his feet early today. Karl Oloapu. They're 25 away from the Titans line. Crowd liven up a little. Marnie Waddell there for Burton. Dummy almost got through the Stimson tackle. 5 it is for the Bulldogs. On the left side, Hayes, Perham and Dink come off the legs. Fodawaker's picked it up. Bulldogs thought he knocked on for sure. He was not offside. It did go back to Fodawaker, but the pickup probably needs examination for the benefit of Bulldogs fans. Keep an eye on that one, Michael, in the replay box.
On the volley. Picked it up. Enough. Yeah, did well.
So Gold Coast with the ball now. Campbell for Suamalawi there. Tino, lovely. Well, it was on the bounce, but it was a pretty safe offload. He had the big left arm free. Randall's service has been very good, and Liu 5 metres short of halfway. 5 tackles, Titans, no error inside their own half. A Boyd kick on the end of it. And Perham with it for Canterbury. Bulldogs getting ready to send Curtis Moran out there into the game. And Max King will be the player to come off. You'll see the jumper number 23 shortly. Team sporting their Indigenous round strips today.
Yeah, I love what Moran brings. Energy, aggression. He is Marnie.
Marnie, he's pulled the trigger on a 40-20. Oh, he dribbles over the line, short of the 20-metre line. Sideline official spot on.
Yeah, just wobbled around a bit. Wasn't the cleanest of strikes. The angle, perfect. And then just got an unkind bounce. There he is, inside the 40. He's done it a number of times this year, and then close.
Chris Sutton happy with his call. The sideline official. A word from Darcy, Sam Hughes will be okay to return. That's the update on Sam Hughes. Some squashing defence from your man Moran, the Canterbury. Titans have done pretty well with the ball inside their own half today. They've had 58% of the ball. They're completing it over 80%.
Oh, hold on, there's a problem here. It just looked like good contact from Reid Marnie.
We have a swinging action here from Reid. Tackle 3.
Well, I'm going to examine hip drop.
Hey.
Now they've all run in. Hello there. Little Sunday afternoon committee meeting. They certainly didn't rush in. They all walked in.
Boys, we need you together.
Jaden Ockenball's just offered some advice. That'll be helpful.
Sure he didn't anything wrong there. Reid Marnie, it was great collision, came out of the line trying to make a difference. He spins there, Fodawaker.
Back here.
Please.
Yeah, I think he's just holding on.
Back here.
It was Tanner Boyd that rushed in. That
penalty on report, Matty.
Oh, come on.
Penalty on report.
No.
Reid, Matt.
No. Oh, hang on a second. Where are we going with this? We had the Pat Carrigan situation last week.
Going to go on report, but while I've got you both here, okay, you're the captain that I'll talk to. This can't keep happening down the field where we're going to debate every decision. It's going to be a penalty, it's on report, but you need to control yourself on the field, okay?
So what's it on report for, though? So what is it on report for? It either is or it isn't. Like, we've had videos sent to us this week telling us what is a hip drop. Michael Ennis, premiership winner, 300,000 games. Is that a hip drop tackle?
No, he's just holding on. He's just holding on.
Well, don't put him on report. It's not even worth a penalty. We can't have the... It's not a grey area anymore. Reid Marnie perplexed by it, and so is every single fan here at Accor, and I dare say every viewer watching on Fox League. Titans with it. We'll go on with the game for Sumo.
Oh,
Tino lifted the bumper bar and put down Marnie.
Gee, I'd like to see that again.
39 metres out from the line. Flashpoint in this game. Titans 31 metres away from the Bulldogs line. Marnie's on his feet. Titans, Campbell floats it up over the top. And the defence coming across on Jojo Fafita. Can't get him any closer to the sideline. Now Shop. The 20 away. Campbell, Boyd, lined up left. Liu keeps it going. Forward a juggle. That allowed the defence to get up. But now we've got time off.
It's
the bunker has reviewed. Oh, hang on a second.
Well, here it is. Marnie, yeah, the forearm straight to the face of Reid Marnie from Tino. There has to be, you can't do that. He raises his forearm straight into the face of Reid Marnie.
They have cleared the forearm, and the bunker is doing that while we roll on with play. Marnie now has to go off for an HIA. Canterbury, you know, who was the solicitor in the castle, he'd be saying, what about the vibe of that? Well, what's the head contact? How did where did the head contact come from? Halftime show will be interesting here on Fox League. There's a bit to review. 11 minutes remaining first half. Titans playing it 25 metres away from the line. Liu, this is livened up. Titans can silence the crowd if they score their second try here. As they go, Fafita's side, kick through, Perham, interception. Bulldogs back with the ball.
Yeah, the fans have really been injected into this game, getting vocal, getting frustrated with some of the decisions that are going against them. Fascinating. Josh Reynolds left out of the side today to bring in some cover just in case for the injured. Josh had a car carrying an outside back on the bench. Now Marnie off the field.
Canterbury getting hammered in this set, trying to stretch it across, and then Preston shot got in his face. Look at this, they've only gone 12 metres in the set. The kick has to come almost from their goal line. Burton, a kick wobbling its way down to halfway. Good catch by Fafita.
He's strong, isn't he, Jojo Fafita? Great take above his head, having to backpedal and then carried the ball hard.
Marnie ruled as a Category 2, so not automatically out of the game. He will still have to pass his test, but off the field. Sami darting across field for the Titans. Still only the one try. 30.5 minutes into this start to the Sunday ticket on Fox League. Raiders and Sea Eagles after this one from Canberra. Titans in the 20 again. Boyd, the dab from Campbell. And Perham boots it hard into the back fence.
Yeah, nice work, Jaden Campbell, really starting to chime in. Getting his hands on the footy through the middle, sweeping out wide, asking questions. This time, summed it up beautifully. Adokar and Alamotti up nice and hard in towards the Titans attacking line, and he just dribbled it in. Campbell building pressure, maintaining possession.
Line drop out, and they will go short. Burton, he's gone the distance, well and truly, and the Gold Coast have the ball. And they're going to turn it straight away with Sami looking for a way through. Is this the set? They break the Canterbury defence. Hasn't been too much ball for Canterbury up inside the Titans 20 today. In fact, only one tackle on our stats list. The Titans with Tino now. He's got 4 defenders on him there. And somehow the ball ends up in the hands of Stimson, who scores the try. There were 4 defenders on Fasua Malawi and still able to produce a try assist.
Yeah, well, it's Tino who's having an enormous game and just charging his way through the tackle there of Preston. Got his arm around the corner. Gee, that's a great ball. Burton dragged into the tackle, meant they were short down that left-hand side for the Dogs, but big Tino Fasua Malawi on the eve of Origin, just twisting and bumping and then offloading, and it's Stimson that goes over. The Titans aren't down here if we don't have that controversial decision of Reid Marnie with what they're saying were hip drop tackle put on report, which just wasn't.
No.
And I think we'll hear more of the forearm from Big Tino to the head of Reid Marnie as well.
Yeah, a fair bit to unpack. What I will say there, Tino actually had 5 defenders on him. Yeah. That may be a rugby league record. 5 defenders were actually in the tackle and he's still offloaded. But getting back to what's ended up, if Reid Marnie, if they really believe it's a hip drop, and they have to believe it to blow penalty, then he has to be sin binned in keeping in line with every other player who's been sin binned for a hip drop. I mean, isn't that part of the discussion?
Absolutely.
How does he stay on then if it's a hip drop? Boyd bangs it over. Titans lead, shutting out the Bulldogs here with 7 to go to half-time.
Yeah, these are two controversial moments. There's Reed Marnie just twisting and bringing down Fodawaker. Look, it looked awkward, but there was nothing wrong with the tackle. And then on the back of it, Fasuamaleaui just leading with the left forearm into the face of Reed Marnie. Plenty to unpack. He just lunges with the forearm into the head of Reed Marnie. I mean, I'm bewildered that wasn't a penalty.
14-0. Tino comes up on the big screen and there's a few boos for him. He's seen as the villain by the Bulldogs fans. Titans in the meantime 12 away from 26.
Just Fodawaker, he looked disheartened and he would come off the back fence and they didn't give him the ball. Brian Kelly didn't give him the ball. He said, hey, that's what I do. Yeah. That's my run.
A waste of time going all that way back. Now Aaron Clark with the ball. 39 out from their own line. They've done this well most of the afternoon. Sets out of their own half. Fodawaker bringing that one back. Well, there's another one just with Origin around the corner. How will they view that Fasuamaleaui hit up? Felice Kafusi's paper stamp today. Back with Boyd now bombing from 45 metres out. And Perham underneath it. Perham to bring it back for Canterbury. Big chase Titans there. There would have been 8 or 9 of them in a line.
Yeah, done a great job, haven't they? As we see Tino, his first spell of the afternoon, Werner onto the field and just controlling field position and territory superbly, the Gold Coast side in this opening half. 62% of the ball, and it feels like they just haven't got out of their own end a lot of the time, the Bulldogs.
Well, they've completed 11 of 12 sets, Canterbury, so completion rate is great in percentage terms, but they've had only 16 tackles over halfway. And used up a lot of petrol in defence as well, and hence this isn't a high-energy set, this one.
Yeah, I feel like there might even be a try or two before half-time. I feel like this game's about to open right up.
Back to Burton to kick. Oh, Burton! They charged up on Burton. It was Stimpson, and I reckon Burton knocked Stimpson flying after the kick. That was an odd one. He got the kick away, and I'm pretty sure Burton gave little more than a nudge to the man running through. He hit the ground heavy, Stimpson. Titans with the ball. There's feeling. You tell me what happened here. Oh, no, it's just collision. He made sure he braced for it, Burton. He didn't flinch. Revenge of the kicker. Titans 10 metres inside their own half.
Been good, Randall, hasn't he? Around the ruck. His service has been great. He's run at the right times.
Foreign, Fafita on an inside ball. Offload, Campbell, he'll like this. Campbell spun around, offload, Randall, offload, Foreign, offload, no. 30 away from the Bulldogs line. Randall, Boyd, another kick, not a bomb this time. Looking for the grass. It takes a turn. Someone has to get to it. The Fox, almost outfoxed by the shape of the footy and what it can do.
Yeah, suffocating under fatigue here, the Bulldogs. Nice variation of kick there from Tanner Boyd, who's gone to the air a number of times. This time just a little dab. Addo Carr taking no chances. And the moment he grounds the ball, the heads of the Bulldogs middle forwards just sink. They are holding on by the skin of their teeth at the moment.
Penalty count, by the way, is 6-1 Titans in the first half. Canterbury not too pleased about that. The line drop out, they don't get a result. Carraz had it, knocked it back, but it is the Titans who come up with a ball for and onto it. They had it and lost it, Canterbury. The warrior that is Foreign slowly to his feet. Well, let's see if Michael's feeling is right. The Titans are 15 metres away from the Bulldogs line. Yet another set this end of the field.
Great carry, look at this.
Fodawaker. Bulldogs look thin on the Titans left, but they come the other way. Boyd and Campbell, inside pass. Preston did very well there. And Kelly. Now Randall, and then Clark. Offload for Randall, changes direction, does a 180, and all slows down. And Vuna ends up with it. Not their best play, the Titans. Last tackle from Randall to Boyd. Boyd will poke it towards the corner of Carraz. Sami was there, knocked forward Bulldogs. It'll be another set for the Titans.
First, last tackle.
Not sure he needed to attack it the way he did there, Carraz. I felt like he had time just to allow Sami to catch the ball and hit him as he caught it.
Can't challenge it. Change over, guys.
Oh, hang on a sec. They've changed their mind, have they?
So you got away with one there, didn't they?
10 metres.
Must have a bit of communication between sideline official and referee. Came in a little late. The carrier pigeon got it there just in time, and that Titans have burnt their challenge. There's nothing they can do about it. It went earlier with Tina, so there's no captain challenges.
They needed a bit of luck there, Canterbury.
Bulldogs. This is incredible. I've lost memory of when the Bulldogs last had the ball up the other end.
Yeah.
Security guard up the other end watching the crowd. He's gone to sleep. What's going on? Canterbury on the 40-metre line. Harrison Edwards having to play dummy half. Oluwapu kicking. Nice kick right down to the corner. Campbell, chasers coming through for the Bulldogs. That's a pretty good result for them. They needed that set. They need a bit of ball up this end, even if it is the Titans with it. Chance of a mistake up this end. Nothing fatal at 14-0 in terms of still being a chance of winning. 30 seconds on the clock. If Titans have got another one, 20-0 is pretty ugly.
It is, but given the way the Titans have given up points in the second half this season, the Bulldogs will believe they're right in with a chance. They've just had no possession down on the Titans line, no real opportunity, and in the times that they have had the ball, their attack's been pretty lacklustre.
Clark, Boyd, one last shot. Titans, Campbell, just caught by Burton. So this should be the last play of the half and last tackle. Have they got a trick shot? Short side Boyd, no, not a trick shot, just a kick down to Perham. As we hear the halftime siren here at a course stadium. Perham not advancing upfield, and there's the first half with a little bit of controversy thrown in. Half-time, the Gold Coast 14, leading Canterbury 0. Well, here's the deal for you Bulldogs. Don't win their second half, finish the round bottom of the ladder.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that right now. The Bulldogs are last on the ladder. If they win, you get ahead of the Dragons and the Tigers. Second half underway off the boot of Jaden Campbell. Bulldogs first use, need points. Has to start somewhere. Pengai Jr. has been relatively well contained today. Canterbury thinking surely possession swings. Only 37% of the ball in the first half. They completed 13 to 14 sets, but the Titans have had 21 sets.
Just on the opening half, making the tackle right now. Mo Fotuaika, a well-around origin selection. 153 running metres and 19 tackles in the opening half. Without a spell. It's been a huge, huge stint from Mo Fotuaika.
Often more on that run. Young Karl Oluwapu's had very limited opportunities to show his wares today. Marnie with a kick right down to the corner and over the sideline. It'll give the Bulldogs chance, or the defence a chance to set. But it also lets the Titans get all their players back on side. Let's go down for an early touch in the second half with Darcy. What did you find out at half-time?
Well, Titans coach Justin Holbrook was pretty happy with that first 40. He's told his men to stay consistent in this second half, stick to their systems and win the ruck. As for Bulldogs, Cameron Ciraldo, it was all about attitude. He said, we're being out-competed at the moment. Let's compete harder and show we're playing for each other.
So Titans have their first possession of the second half. The nil will feel good, 14-0. Having conceded a lot of points. I mean, these two sides, the bottom two in terms of defence in the league. Now Vuna, and good metres there.
Big boy Vuna, isn't he? Just seeing him at ground level earlier.
Clark with a nice bit of footwork there. He's become a sort of an explosive middle forward. His dummy half-day seam behind him now. Back for Boyd. He's done all the kicking today for the Titans. Sailing down to the corner of Adokar. The crowd willing the Fox to come up with a 4-pointer. One chance in the first half in the corner, put a little kick through. He's done all that can be asked of him, Adokar, but you just want to see more. Canterbury want more in all areas. Here's Adokar on the run. Does well to almost get back to the 30. Now Marty, Bengai Jr. Straight at Clark there. Offload, there it is. Marnie, not a good pass. Bulldogs under pressure. Ockenball got to it. But after the offload, which created a chance, they ended up losing territory. Canterbury 10 inside their own half. Last play. Oloapu's in position for the kick. But they go left side to Burton.
Right.
And here we go. Here we go. Burton special. Campbell's not going to touch it. Canterbury! What a catch! What a catch! Amarillo's got the ball. The Burton bomb. It's a gift from heaven, literally, because that's how high it came down from. Bulldogs get their first. It's a stunning try.
Shades of Richie Beto, what a catch! Jake Avarillo, well, it was Jaden Campbell and the Titans defenders just sitting watching the ball, unable to get near it. Avarillo, right on time, right in the breadbasket, and we've seen the pace that he's shown this year, and no one was going to catch him. Way too quick. Fafita came across in desperation, and could that be the moment that ignites the Bulldogs' attack? And it's off the back of one of those rip-snorting torpedo bombs from Matt Burton. How good is it? Yeah, well, it's a little different to 1980, the Brentnell kick for the Gearan try on the full in the grand final. That was 43 years ago. It's a little different to Adokar's try at the World Cup. The Burton bomb, when he put it up, he's not thinking try. He's thinking, I'll try and get an error out of the Titans. Yeah. But it becomes try, assist, kick. Because of the effort. The effort from the outside backs of the Bulldogs competing. Welcome back, Canterbury. Welcome back to the match. Darcy said at half-time that Cameron Serrano, he wanted the side to compete harder. He wanted them to take the shackles off and compete a bit harder. And they get up in the grill. Look at this. We saw Greg Alexander do an incredible job of doing a sit-down with Matt Burton just on how he executes these bombs, and that was perfectly done. Campbell a couple of metres away from it, and Avarillo, well, when given the opportunity, he's had some great moments this year, and the Dogs right back in this one, right back in it.
Yes, indeed, and I don't know whether Cameron Serrano would quote a stat, but the Titans, the fact of the matter is, have conceded the most second-half points of any team in the competition this year. And there's a first try in a matter of minutes. So 14 is certainly not insurmountable for the Bulldogs by the numbers. Canterbury crowd now into it. And Oloapu stretching wider, Burton's gone through! Canterbury on the run, Burton turns it back inside, exchange of passes, now Perham offloads, and there is the Fox! Josh Adokar in Indigenous round, Canterbury, someone has stirred the pot, has stirred the hornet's nest, and the Canterbury Bulldogs have come out the other side, razzling and dazzling.
Well, it's Matt Burton. We spoke about him as they came out at half-time, and he's launched a torpedo bomb for the Avarillo try. And then moments later, great ball playing from Moran, and the show and go from Burton accelerating off the left foot. And inside, a number of interchange of pass back to Perham, who did a good job. Got in between Shop and Fafita, and got the ball round the corner. And look at this, Adokar, look at this, show and go. There he goes, Burton. Slices through the tackle of Vuna, back on the inside. Perham was looming. They got the ball back inside, and there he goes. Got through the tackle there of Stimson. Ball round the corner to the Fox. And does he bring out the shaker leg? Indigenous round, there it is, baby. Josh Addo-Carr. He's got the blue and white faithful on their feet. Burton. What a period for Matt Burton.
Well, that was big from Burton. Addo-Carr at the finish of it.
Yeah, good.
Josh Addo-Carr. It was in the script to score an Indigenous round. The comeback. 124 career tries for the great entertainer, Josh Addo-Carr. Every kick important. Burton from the touchline now. 14-0 wiped off in a heartbeat. Less than 7 minutes. It could be 2 the difference.
There he is. Braveheart, the Bulldogs Braveheart. He's up and about.
For 14-12. Suddenly it's the Titans who can't touch the ball. You'd reckon the crowd's tripled in number. Burton's kick, they're all riding it in. It's wide. It's wide. It's 14-10. But the game has come alive. And what's more, that is a slashing drop. Like, that's a beauty.
Well, it's just when Canterbury at their best, and you don't like to call them a one-man band, but boy, does he have an impact, Matt Burton. When he starts to inject his running game, they just become a completely different proposition. It brings Addo-Carr into the game. It brings all their big guns into the game. And yeah, what a moment. Addo-Carr in Indigenous round. Ironically, he makes it back onto the field from injury and finds a vital 4-pointer.
Titans have had the ball for only 1 set in the second half. Canterbury with momentum. Marnie was knocked over by a Titans play coming through. Was it Kelly? He's in trouble, Marnie. He was just bowled over. He's like a magnet for the Titans today. Canterbury can ill afford a mistake there. Carraz did his best to try and have one. Marnie's back up.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's 100%. He's really struggling. Lost his footing there, Carraz, and now limping back out to his wing as a penalty now. Things really starting to heat up.
Push him in.
Yeah, Carraz is very much inconvenienced out on right wing.
Here's the Marnie.
What happened to Marnie? Tell me. Just a full-blooded push in the back.
From Aaron Clark it was. Carraz is a little bit free at the moment. He's there with Travis Toomer, the trainer for the Bulldogs, as one of their unheralded stars. Boy, what an injection he's made to the game. Curtis Moran.
Moran tackled 39 metres away from the Titans line. Cole Pengai Jr. decided to rev up there. No, just catch and pass. All right, this Canterbury crowd. Titans will do well just to hang on. They're against more than just 13 players here at the moment. Averillo headed across field. Burton going to back himself at the moment. Dummy stepping across field. 10 from the line. Marnie out of dummy half. Look out. Marnie just shut down by the Titans defence. Vuna got there. Still on for the Bulldogs. Burton on the left. Not a good kick.
No.
Burton a horror shot there. The Titans end up with a ball. Oh.
Yeah, he did well, Tanner Boyd. He was sweating on the kick from Matt Burton. Knows how dangerous he is close to the line with that last-minute grubber as we see Big Tino about to come back onto the field. Cleese Haas with him. Some big artillery onto the field for the Titans. Holbrook recognising they're in trouble. And again, the Titans with their second half wobbles.
Oh, through! Campbell, confronted by Perham, will take him on and tracked down from behind by Kiraz. Campbell moving too quick for his teammates to stay in support. Kelly, Campbell the entertainer there. What a match since half-time this is. Could end up with 40 or more points this half, the way they're going. Boyd throws a forward pass. It's in the deliberately forward category. That was an absolute shocker.
Putrid. It was.
Putrid pass.
Here it is. Oh, Campbell just coming in towards the ruck. Left to Vita Pangai, just clutching at thin air. How good is that from Campbell? How good was that? And then... How bad is this?
That sticks.
Yeah, it's honking.
Call the hazmat boys in with that pass. Here come the Bulldogs back with the ball. So the Burton kick and that pass. They're on the dais.
No surprise either after that miss, Pangai Jr. straight from the field.
So Perham across to Preston. I tell you what though, it's great entertainment allowing for the mistake. The Campbell run, that step at speed,
yeah,
that was fantastic. Bulldogs now set up. Oluwapu all the way across. Amarillo, good tackle. Kelly and Amarillo have been at it all day.
Jeez.
Kelly goes on with it. No set restart. Now for King. It's been a really good battle, the two number 3s on the respective sides. Last tackle, Canterbury. Oluwapu in position to kick. He doesn't kick him as high as Burton, but it's still got a chance to catch it. And the Titans have got the ball, and Canterbury riding their luck here. Have the Titans inside their 20. Kelly. And forcing them back as well.
I'd like to see Oluwapu. I know he's only his first start, but we've seen what he's capable of, and we're seeing what Jaden Campbell's able to do with his footwork. I want to see Oluwapu start to inject his running game. Oh, Burt just come reeling out of that collision. What a run that was.
Joe Fafita showing some serious intent. And the Titans, a strong set from them to get out of the 40. And all the boos are with Fasua Malawi away for Boyd to kick from just inside his own half. It's a long one, isn't it? And Perham almost was able to make it a catch in goal. So long was the kick.
Good chance of letting that go, I thought. Perham, he could have let that go and get a 7 tackle set there. Now Lamotti now carrying hard. The game's just in the balance at the moment, isn't it? Right on knife's edge, both sides starting to feel a little pressure. Bulldogs desperate for a win, and the wobbles at the second half has caused the Titans over the last few weeks.
Well, can they get to 26? That's what the stats men want to know. Can they score 2 converted tries? Marty Oluwapu. It's hard to take a guess at what a winning score would be here in this game, where we're headed with 27 and a half to go. Campbell back.
He stood up, rocking ball too. Records his footwork.
It's better and better. You want to see him as a starter if Brimson's fit. That's the thing. Campbell's off the bench.
Well, 16 runs now for over 160 metres carrying the ball. So it'll be a good afternoon, the Titans fullback.
Kelly on this run. Marnie. Randall, and this time shot on the run. And a quick play the ball, they roll forward. Randall thought he had the marker offside. Looked up at the referee, they all looked up. No response from Butler. Now Randall to Boyd, another kick from inside his own half. Not quite as long. Perham is there for Canterbury to bring it back. Another competent performance today from Hayes Perham. And that time well handled by the Titans defence. Addo-Carr. Fans are probably a little greedy. We've got one. How about a double, Josh, to celebrate Indigenous round? On to King.
He's toiled hard, hasn't he, King?
Well, he has all season, hasn't he, when you consider some of the front row stocks that have been injured for them.
Great run. Look at this bloke.
Moran. He is mixed man, goes inside the 40, quick play the ball, Marnie takes off, left side Alamotti, able to offload, back to Preston. Titans a little rattled there, last tackle, Canterbury, what's Burton got in store, he's with it, Burton sets, conventional flight on the ball, it's headed towards Sabe, up they go! Carraz had a chance, and Foran saves the day. If Foran doesn't get it, it's probably a Canterbury try. Oh, he's going to say knock on by Canterbury rather than knocked back. I think it, well, my first impression was knocked back, Carraz.
But a captain's challenge on for ruling is a knock on Bulldogs.
Yeah, this is real close, this.
Carraz will get there first, but I thought he knocked it back. Oh, Sami's knocked it first.
Sami's knocked it forward first. This is a great challenge.
Knock on in goal would be line dropout.
Philip Sammy touches the ball, just looking for another angle to get perspective on the decision. Philip Sammy knocks the ball on above the line. We have a decision.
Here we go. All right. Dogs with a full set. Right on the Titans line.
Drop out, Benny.
It's a dropout. If it's above the line, that counts as in goal. On the line being in goal.
Challenge successful.
Line dropout, Gold Coast.
Well, they want to be aware here, the Bulldogs. They won't want to give away one of these short restarts and give the ball back to the Titans. They need this desperately, the Bulldogs.
Stay on here.
Big space if they go straight with a short dropout rather than the corner. They go across, and it's anyone's go. Oh, little Marty. Marty comes down with the ball. The 100-to-1 shot occasionally wins. Bulldogs fans really livened up. King on the run, 10 away. Titans defending their own line. 14-0 they were up at half-time. Now it's 14-10. Marty delivers short. Harrison Edwards close to the line. Marty may have a little shot himself. Here he is, Marty gives it to Ockenbaugh. They close him down quickly. Good defence. With Marty and Edwards line up. Burton went short. Preston looking at the line. Look at it. Underneath his nose there. Marty, left side. Burton wants a kick. Looking for the Fox and beats the ball. Campbell's there for the Titans. Yes, it's a line dropout, but well done. Jaden Campbell saving the day again.
Well, this time Burton, he lands it perfectly, just in behind the right edge of the Titans. Nice short ball it was for Preston. He did great job, Tanner Boyd, didn't he? Just to get his body in front and hold on. In behind shot, the kick from Burton. Bludger of a bounce for Alamotti, who looks certain to score. Sat right up on its point. And Campbell there to clean up the mess for the Titans.
So they go the same again.
For sure, they're targeting Reid Marnie.
Here it is, Campbell. Yep, he's got the distance again. Whose job is it? Carrez has got it. It's close, but he was able to snaffle it. Canterbury, 20 metres away from the Titans' line. Oluwapu to Marnie to King. Still no stage of Canterbury led, but since half-time, it is fair to say it is all Canterbury. They've had 68% of the ball. Here they are again, 3 metres away. Marnie will get into dummy half off Moran. Marnie, cross. Alamotti got rid of Shop, and then crawls over and scores. I don't think there's a hand on him when he gets to the goal line. Yes, there's a second movement. But I don't know whether there's a hand on him.
I want to see how they play back here into the try, please.
See, I reckon he's already moving forward before the hand gets to him.
Yeah, rocketed from Marnie out of dummy half, goes across the face of Burton to Avarillo. Shop did well to adjust his feet, but shrugged off through just the sheer strength of Alamotti. Nothing wrong with that so far. And then just watch the footwork here. Is there any concern over Marnie being in the line?
Just needing to look at the contact on Tanner Boyd.
So Jacob Preston, well, he's back on his feet before.
Jacob Preston makes contact with Tanner Boyd, affects the defensive line. We have a decision.
Okay, all right, well, that's a different one because Boyd is back on his feet before Alamotti gets anywhere near it again.
Yeah, but we've made it so black and white.
That's
outside
right, black
shoulder,
and white, that's
can't
it.
stop in the line.
So,
goes through
that's your defence of it.
That affects our whole defence of destruction. So.
If he makes that decision?
Well, they didn't read it that way. Okay. Same as I read on the field, I thought it wasn't. So.
I think Burton's almost daring referee Butler to do an Adam G.
Change his decision.
Something not right here, Ash. There you go. So, no try. Titans, well done to hang on, I suppose. It's been quite an onslaught. Amazing how possession can turn in a match just with a half-time interval.
Have they made the Adam G shirts yet? Are they being made?
I'll get back to you on that one. I've made a few calls to Shenzhen in China in the last 48 hours. And there's a flat pass. Titans almost through to halfway. There's still points in this Gold Coast side. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Now, Campbell's shown that the rare ball they've had in this second half. I mean, he might win it on his own, the mood he's in. Lurking behind the play the ball. Now Liu, lovely ball.
Great tackle.
Fafita.
Olawapu on David Fafita. Brave.
Just stopped him. Last tackle. Boyd's going to bomb. Canterbury have to find a way to defuse this. It's a high leap. And Alamotti has it. Titans are driving him all the way back in goal. Great set from Justin Holbrook's team there. Well done, Gold Coast.
Yeah, the sheer strength here of Aaron Schopp. Just gets underneath. Alamotti holds him up, and then Fafita it is, and Tino come in and start driving him backwards. It's a great result. It was a nice kick there from Boyd. And their first real block of possession here. The Titans down inside the Bulldogs half.
Short dropout Bulldogs as well.
Knock and ball.
Yes, it is. Short dropout Burton. Straight down the hey-diddle-diddle. Oh, Perham had an easy challenge at it, relatively speaking, and dropped it. I mean, he was jumping on his own and put that down. Titans have the ball now. It's advantage Gold Coast. Fasil Malawi inside the 10. Can Foran come up with a big play for them? At the moment, they go away from Foran's side. Liu. Campbell again is lurking directly behind the play the ball. Randall goes Campbell's way. Campbell right foot. Complete stop. He goes to one knee. Still on for the Gold Coast. Randall, Tino now, Clark, Boyd, Foran, Fafita, quick for Sami! Titans set it up on the inside, and Philip Sami, a great finisher, scores in the corner for the Gold Coast.
Yeah, he's a great finisher, Phil Sami, and it's the work from Fafita, just slipping out the back of the lead runner. And showing great hands for a big man, great skill. Tino offloading the ball. There's the interchange of pass through the middle between Boyd and Foran. Fafita did a great job. Carraz caught just in field of fraction. Under the threat of Fafita. Does he get it down yet? Easy. Did a great job. Got the legs in the air. Great catch and pass. Early ball from Fafita. Recognised there was space there for Sami, who just pinned the ears for the corner. Olawapu lunging. Yeah, did it well, didn't he?
Yeah, good stuff. Philip Sami for the Gold Coast, and silences the crowd a little. And the fact that they already have the advantage of 8 is most important here. Sami has his 7th try for the season. If you missed it, no Lofi Khan Pereira today rested.
Yeah.
Their leading try scorer with 12. That would be him scoring in that corner.
So Isaac Liu, you mentioned him a few times. He's ball playing today through the middle, and over the last couple of weeks, he's back to its best, Andrew.
88th game today for Philip Sami, couple away from the 100 milestone. Boyd right from the touchline here.
Bit of plastic right near the teeth.
He is. He doesn't worry about it. That's good focus. Misses. An ice cream wrapper or something from one of your Canettos before the game, Michael. One of the two you had.
The packet of Doritos. It's the packet of Doritos that have blown onto the field.
It is Indigenous round here in the NRL. We've still got the Raiders and Sea Eagles to come. This is the round where we celebrate the First Nations communities. Are very much a part of Rugby League's fabric at all levels. We believe true change comes through listening, learning and taking action. So this year we're calling on all fans to learn the land, learn the history and use your voice. To find out more, head to nrl.com/Indigenous. NRL Indigenous round, moving forward together. And in that research you do, you can certainly go through the Rugby League books and learn a little more about the great contributions and talents. Paul ended up on the deck here.
There we go.
Door open straight up for Canterbury. Wow, anything could happen in the last 18 minutes here. Might be a flood of points. King with it now. I think there's another 4 tries in this game, to be honest. Marnie to Edwards. Propped and stopped and held by the defence. Now Marnie in front of the posts for Burton to go on for Oluwapu. Kelly got up in his face. Oluwapu strong to shrug away from Kelly at first attempt. That'd bring the house down if the kid went for a run to score. Marnie changed of plan there for Perham, and they waste a tackle, Canterbury there.
Yeah, need better than that, the Bulldogs.
Now Marnie clears it for Oluwapu and Burton, and slows it down for Edwards on play 5. Gee, opportunity, and they've done very little here, Canterbury, on this set. Can finish it off though. Marnie's kick, it took a ricochet. Gold Coast had got it. Oh, they may look back on that set at the end of the game, Canterbury, if they don't win. They should have had more out of that.
You said slowing down, and that's exactly what they did when they needed to play up tempo, fight for some quick play the balls and try and unsettle the Titans' defensive line. It was a very, very slow and predictable set, wasn't it, from the Bulldogs?
18 plays 10, 17 to go. So we're not going to hit the 60-plus points of last time they met. But still the potential for more. Sami on the run. Who's leaving on the field? Dummy half for Boyd. In the main has kicked very well today. One that was out on the full. That wasn't his best. Straight to Karaz, who we've observed is not moving as well as if he was 100% fit. It doesn't stop him trying his absolute heart out with every run. Burton across field. One break for an amazing try in this second half, set up by Burton.
You get the feeling if they're going to find a way through, then the Bulldogs have just got to go back to attacking towards their left-hand side. It was Burton with the line break to start the second half that led to the Addo-Carr try. And the Titans' right edge defence has been ordinary all season. They really need to target it.
Canterbury fans, they can't believe the set restarts have just been put away.
They have. This
the
weekend.
Second half.
Yeah.
Yes, right across the weekend. Not too many, but the second half we haven't had any. King on the dummy there. Penalty count, by the way, still 7-2 Titans. Perham with the ball. And there's another penalty to the Titans. Make it 8-2.
I've hit the ground and then you passed it afterwards.
Passing off the ground. Yet when we saw the Tanner Boyd one earlier in the day, they skimmed straight over at the bunker this time. His arm doesn't hit the ground, and he offloads the ball.
There we go.
Yeah, look at the Bulldogs
Now,
fans. They're going
say
berserk.
you've challenged after the replay on the screen. Well, that's fair point. You got 10 seconds.
Cut this challenge.
Well, when was the challenge put in?
Not now, Tino. Not now.
No, it is now. When was the challenge put in?
Not now. I'll talk to you after.
I had enough time to get a breath, sir.
Yeah, that's right. 100%.
10 seconds, sir.
Take a breath and I'll talk to you in a second, okay? Go over there.
10
Left
seconds
arm hits the
to
ground.
challenge.
Ball carrying arm does not touch the ground. Offloads. They'll win their challenge here, but you're spot on, Tino. It's absolutely right to challenge that. It was well and truly
It
done.
came on after
contact with
they'd
the
watched
ground.
the
He's entitled
replay.
to play on.
Well, the blue and white
Challenge is
faithful
successful.
on their feet here.
Look, it's hard to go over the top because they haven't been dudded because the call was wrong in the first place, but the protocol is wrong, 100%.
Yeah.
Watching the replay, King says to Marnie, Marnie says challenge after the replay.
Yeah, maybe Chris Butler saw the big screen too. Maybe he did.
Harrison!
So after all of that, it has to be the same players to play. You have to form up the same way. So Harrison Edwards has to come over to play the ball. We have to replay the previous play. It has to start the same manner in which it was. It's Edwards playing to Marnie.
Oh, here we go. Tino's in strife here.
Okay, the rule is that we replay the previous play. Harrison over here. It's tackle 4 and it's in the middle of the field.
Oh, I thought he was getting caught out there for a moment, Tino. I thought he might have given him just a little final serve.
This is like a treasure map. It's like a treasure hunt. Where was the play of the ball?
Yeah.
3 steps left.
Oh my God.
Coordinates E30, row 4, in line with the Drinkwise sign on the other side of the field. Here we go. So now it is Burton across. And after an age, we're back underway, and it's last tackle Canterbury from 30 metres out. Crowd wants a Burton special. Here he is. Again, it's conventional. Burton across field, swinging away. Samuel go close. Carraz has got it and scored for Canterbury. A Burton kick produces another try. Well, you get better if you don't compete. If you don't compete, Brandy often on the high horse on this one. Yeah. If you don't compete for the ball, sometimes it's embarrassing. And your opponents take full toll. Yeah, on the last tackle after a long break in play, it's Burton who rifles the ball across field and going up for it. Carraz has an air swing and just bounces straight back into his arms off the feet from Brian Kelly. Can't believe his luck, Carraz, but you create your own luck. And it's this man, Matt Burton, standing up. It's been a 5-star performance from the captain and the halfback in the second half. And one of the Bulldogs' favourites, Jacob Carraz, picks up a second half try, and the Dogs a chance to be within 2. Over to Burton. At no stage of Canterbury led. Try confirmed. Gold Coast had 3 players, within a radius of a couple of metres of the ball? Yeah. And Carraz is the only one playing at it. And his reward is a 4-pointer. Over to Burton. Well, could he land this and then are we going to see a 2-point field goal? It's that sort of day. 14 to go, just under. Raiders and Seagulls next here on Fox League. Burton from 5 metres in from touch. The left boot to Burton. Burton! No! Off the posts! The posts are wobbling. It's unsuccessful. Darcy on the sideline. Jacob Carraz's rise from a train and trial deal to the club's Rookie of the Year was one of the feel-good stories of last season. Now he's quickly becoming a bona fide NRL star. He was hobbling earlier in this game, but he just never gives up. He's a fan favourite, and Cameron Serraldo adores him too, saying recently Carraz is the type of player the club wants to build around. Oh, you're 100% right, Darcy. When you say fan favourite, he's certainly that. Bulldogs wanting to play with them for life. 14-4 in the second half so far. Canterbury's way after being down 14-0 at half-time. And the wobbles, well, the second half. King to bring it back. Oh, it's away from Fodawaker. I'm still going to say there's another 2 tries in this one. I agree. At least. 18 plays, 14. Desperate scrap for 2 competition points here. The 26 is still possible for the Titans. Bulldogs with it outside their 20. The fans will go up if they get a penalty. They've had only 2 today. Perham and on for Waddell. And Fafita in defensive mode there, making the tackle. Marnie turns King on the right side. He's a 40-20 still a play. Not on this one with the wingers dropping back. Here's Marnie. Kicking for Burton. Why not? You've got 2. Can you get a 3rd one? This one down to Campbell. Nice catch. Titans have the ball and have it in advance of the 30. That's a good result for them. Boyd. And Fafita on that run. That's Jojo Fafita. Wearing the 4 on his back today, but playing on the wing. Now for Shop. Pushes Marnie out of his way. The Titans just struggling to inject David Fafita in this second half. Only 1 run for 8 metres at the moment. He's been in tremendous form. Here we go. Liu. Oh! Foreign is hit by the kid. Oluwapu has owned out the veteran. It's almost sad to see a kid knock over the man. No respect for Kieran Foran. I think there's 14 years the difference between the 2. Boyd kicks. So if they're back at school, that'd be the kindergarten kid knocking over the high schooler. Oh, look at Tino. Look at the effort there from Tino. Fasil Malawi. Great chase. Right brought down Perham, and Cameron Serraldo gone straight to his bench. Big Tavita Pangai and Moran about to be injected into the game. Oh, Carraz went under a loose arm on Liu. Look, I know they're all blowing up. There's a lot happening, but Carraz straight back to his feet. It was the loosest arm. Watch this. Watch this. Just rocks in on the right shoulder. Whack. Kieran Foran sat straight on his backside.
And it won't worry the veteran. Tough as nails, Kieran Foran. And there it is, just, gee whiz, hardly slipping up there.
That's what I said. It's all dramatic. Actually, the more I think about it, it's the preschooler hitting the Year 12 kid.
Tino's!
Hold on! There's drama, there's a penalty, there's time off.
Hold on!
My goodness! This spills over. Bunker will have a little look.
Gets underneath, great technique. Bang, launches right into the rib cage.
What about what happens next? What happens next is the tipping that gets on report.
Yeah, look, similar to the Isaac Liu, looked a little dramatic. I'm okay with that. I think he's got more concerns about the forearm in the first arm to read Marnie, but nonetheless, you know how Tavita goes red mist. So Tavita is about to lose his cool.
11 to go here at Accor Stadium. I can reveal.
Yes!
There's Tavita running at Tino.
Oh, yeah, how good.
Here we go. 240k meeting there. Edwards, we haven't sat down at all second half. What about you at home watching on Fox League? It's a thriller here. Pangai Jr. again charges into the Titans' defence. Still, the Bulldogs have not led as we get through 70 minutes. Marnie, Perham, Burden just couldn't go all the way out to Carr's side. You know, that's what the crowd wants to see. Marnie back towards the post. Oluwapu, a right and a left and a right. And the defence get him on his back. Last tackle, Canterbury. Repeat set would do if they can at least get an attempt. Kick through. Titans cover up. It's a Titans wall trying to get the ball through. Campbell just a little too good for them.
Oh, Foran's in trouble. Well, the Dogs got the Titans in a great position here. They just can't give away a penalty.
Kelly across in front of the posts. Canterbury want to hold the attacker up and then drive. Boyd stretching it a little wider. And an offload back for Boyd. And then the ball hit the ground. Knocked by Canterbury. Ooh, 18-14. 9 minutes to go and change.
Yeah, Addo-Carr just getting a hand of the footy. And that's a little lucky there for the Titans because it was a great defensive set from Canterbury. Nice offload there from Fafita. And yeah, they'll breathe a sigh of relief. They were under pressure there, the Titans.
Let's go, guys.
Just when they've come left, there hasn't been a lot go all the way across to Addo-Carr.
They can't get it past Preston, can they? That seems as far as the ball's going.
Raiders and Seagulls next. A chance to watch the likes of Jack Whiten. The Trebojevic clan on show. And Canberra running hot. With wins aplenty. Now the Titans. Fafita, good run.
Here he goes.
5 short of halfway. Aiming. Kelly will take another run.
Yeah, how good's Oluwapu's defence been today on Fafita? Oh, I know he scored that try at the start, but the bravery of the young 18-year-old has been highly impressive.
Titans are inside the Bulldogs half. It's been a recovery set for them. Last tackle just to try and right the ship. Boyd knocked down in a gentle fashion by Marnie after kicking. No dramas. Perham with the ball for Canterbury. That's a really good set, Gold Coast, because they were being hammered on their own line and then got a bit of luck out on the right-hand side and have worked their way upfield. They are the team leading, so it's not like they have to pull something out of the box. Pangai Jr. over the 30-metre line. He's lost the ball. Victory for the Titans. If you have any doubts, you have to challenge it at this point. But I don't think... Oh, yeah, well, they will.
You trust his challenge.
Tackle 3, the on-field ruling's a knock-on from Tavita.
Well, I just think they have to do it with 7 to go. You've got a challenge, so if there's anything in there, a little hand gets
He's always
detected.
looking to promote the ball. Let's have a look here. Fafita's hands are around the ball. Oh, maybe there is a little swipe at it from David.
Just looking to see how the ball comes out.
Underneath there, and yeah, you're right about a little swipe. But are you going to say loose carry
There was
supersedes?
a definite stripping action from David Fifita. Challenge is successful.
Challenge successful becomes a penalty.
That's 3 in a row. 3 captain's challenges in a row for the Bulldogs that they've won.
They may be bottom of the table, but they're very good challenges.
Gee, I thought I'm with you a little there. I thought that might have been loose carry.
Mate, Tavita Pengai Jr. could lift the car above his head with one arm. Surely he's entitled to hang on to the ball. There he is, the car lifter. He's 35 metres away from the Titans line. Marty, centre field, Edwards.
Come on, Burton, step up, mate. This is where they need you.
18-14, 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Slow play the ball there. Leeming turned Edwards into a buffet as the ball goes across to Oluwapu, and Olamonte can't find the Fox. 11 metres away from the line. They go deep. Oluwapu's been sent across the other side now. Put a bit more of your imprimatur on the game. Across then to Averillo, close to the sideline. Carraz with it, running, linking up with Pengai Jr. Back across the other way. Big Pengai Jr. fends Boyd, throws it forward, I thought. Then the ball is loose. Oh, what a raid from left to right and back.
Exits that. I thought when Averillo got the ball, he was in big trouble, got it back. Carraz did a good job to get it to big Tavita, holding it like a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Just waving it around the footy. And all of a sudden now, the referee Butler's changed his decision.
The bunker.
Wait, I'll say it. Time's off.
They're saying it's come off Josh Adokar.
Back. Go.
Marty might have been saying, can I challenge that one? Will you be going to the same court?
Gee. Might have been just the last little touch there from Adokar.
Titans with the ball, 15 metres inside their own half. 18 plays, 14. With 5.5 to go. Fasil Malawi on the run. A lot to talk about in this one. By the way, Sunday night with Matty Johns follows Raiders and Sea Eagles tonight. Any breaking Origin news we'll have for you. Hearing Nico Hines as part of the Blues squad. Congratulations to Nico. Titans inside the Bulldogs half. Liu on this run. Another very efficient set from the Titans. Leeming, show and run for another 10 metres. Good tackle, Preston. Last play, Titans loses the ball. Well, you just didn't have to do it quickly. Had to have attention to detail.
This is the moment where Matt Burton really needs to grab hold of the game. And you think of that opening set of the second half where they worked towards this right-hand side, and then it was Burton straightening and taking on the defensive line with that big left foot of his. They need to open up the field, come towards Averillo, get some momentum around this right side of the field and push the ball towards Adokar and Matt Burton on that left-hand side.
76 minutes gone. Bulldogs yet to taste the lead. If they would hit the front, I mean, Golden Point is not out of the mix if the Bulldogs score. I mean, Burton has only the 1 goal today.
Gee, that's dangerous.
What are they doing? The Titans are on tilt. I mean, just no need for it at all. I mean, just make your tackles at the moment. You lead by 4.
Yeah, the former Bulldog, Aaron Schopp, just getting their hands between the legs there and going on with it. Just tipping him past the horizontal. It wasn't too bad, but
just not necessary.
Not necessary.
Don't put yourself in that position to be under that sort of scrutiny. They take the tap. They never indicated the going for the sideline, so Preston runs up over the halfway. I'm not sure I support that one. I think they could have made more ground with a kick, to be honest. The Bulldogs on play 2 then, as a result, are 41 metres away where they might have been taking their first. Now, Marnie across, Edwards, Oluwapu, then with Perham, tries his step, but well tackled by Foran. Now Averillo looked at Foran, sees a chance, left side, Burton, then straight runner. They just won't go out the back. Preston, straight runner, 20 metres away from the line. Marnie, they're still on for Canterbury. But the offloading stops. Blake Wilson on the field, couldn't offload. Last tackle, now it's left. Burton's kick, ricocheted off the Titans. Maybe knocked on Bulldogs, no. Set restart, Canterbury have a full set. It was touched, then Ockenbaugh. Canterbury, Ockenbaugh! They'll probably have to check 2 or 3 in the lead-up. But for the moment, it's a Canterbury try. And for the moment, they'll have a kick to hit the front with 2.5 to go. The blue and white, just like the red and white on Friday night at Cogra. Have a look at them up around the stadium.
Yeah, the faithful going absolutely berserk here at Accor Stadium. And it's Averillo bouncing back across the ruck. Burton looking for that short grubber. Ricochets back into the hands of Averillo. Did he get a little touch there? Now he skips across field. Oluwapu ricochets up into Ockenbaugh, who just charges off that right foot straight through the middle and gets the footy down over the top of Campbell. And it's a clean pick up there from Averillo.
Pretty good one.
And what a finish from Jaden Ockenbaugh. Reed Marnie, well, he was on the step ladder to try and get up on the shoulders of Ockenbaugh. Just watch this, moves beautifully, the former winger into the back row. So strong and powerful, slams the ball down, try and confirm the blue and white have gone berserk. And Marnie, look at him, how high he is.
Reed Marnie, Canterbury, in Indigenous round are up. What a shot that is. Addo-Carr goes higher.
3 stories high on the top of Ockenbaugh's shoulders.
That is a shot. That is a shot. Burton still has to kick it.
Second halves of the Gold Coast, Andrew.
Well, look, since 2020, this would be, if they lose, the 7th time they have lost, leading by 14 or more. No club. Not even the Raiders go close to that. Burton puts it over. Canterbury's in front. 2.5 to go. They will go short kick-off. The game is nowhere near over. But Canterbury's in front for the first time today.
He can't believe it, Holbrook.
Suddenly Dragons are back at the bottom of the table. Just the live ladder. It's all happening. That was some pick-up by Averillo with speed. Short kick-off about to come.
He's had some great moments, Averillo, hasn't he, in this second half?
20 plays 18. There's still another try in this game. I'm still feeling
What
it.
a game.
Sunday ticket,
Yeah,
Fox
good.
League, exclusive here. Short kick-off, a stab. There's Carrez! With all the Bulldogs fans helping him up to catch it, even if he has got one leg. And called back to play it on the mark. That's a bit of an anticlimax. Canterbury noses in front. What a scrap this has been. What a second half. I mean, it's been quite sensational, that the actual game.
Tell you, in moments in this second half, Tavita Pengai Jr. has put the side on his back and just led from the front.
Now across, Edwards, Burton just dumping it off for Preston. And there you have it, 3 tackles.
Going.
They're 35 metres out from the Titans line. Another try and they would be singing and dancing the Canterbury fans into Monday. Charge from Wilson. Bulldogs chant up. Titans should still get another crack with the ball, and they will throw everything at it. The likes of Campbell and Fafita. Last tackle, Canterbury. What's their mindset? Is it just poke it to the corner? Yes, take a tackle there rather than risk anything. Throw it over to the Titans. See what you come up with in one set, which is all you'll have. Trainer went over to David Fafita with a little instruction. And Fafita's going to go. I think they want to get Fafita off. The Titans are 5 metres out from their own line. Clark waiting to go back on. Fafita refused to go off. Titans are with the ball. Push back. 9 metres away. Play on. Ball is folded up like a camping chair.
Hold on.
But is it high? Referee comes in.
Time's up. It's got to be a review.
It will be reviewed, all of that.
It's got to be a review.
It's all happening. Campbell here.
Okay,
Yeah, over the top. Penalty. Head contact, Marnie. That's all it is. But it will get the Titans further up. Clark went over to the sideline to come on.
Yeah.
Fafita was called off and just said, no, I'm not coming off. Why would Fafita go off for the last minute? Here we go. Boyd, if that's the read. Fodawaker 2018. 2-point field goal is a chance. Still for the Titans. It has to be in their thoughts. Boyd over halfway. Foreruns pass. Oh, twinkle toes. Twinkle toes. Able to stop it going over Sami. Fafita. They need to get it centre field. The 2-point field goal. Have they got their hands on? Boyd wants it.
Oh, he's blowing up. He goes
now back to Boyd. Take the shot. It's a bludger. Or as Michael would say, it's putrid. And it goes over the dead ball line. The Titans got it all wrong. Canterbury fans are up. Marty is winding up the crowd. The ball went over the dead ball line before 80 minutes was up. They still have to restart. It is not full time. 1 second on the clock. Canterbury have one play.
You just tap it and just run it dead. Run it dead. Just
run to the train
run
station.
all the way.
Hop on the train.
Going.
That's it. End up at Lidcombe Station. No one will care. Here they are. They're going to run it up to the defence. And that is that. And the Canterbury Bulldogs are off the bottom of the ladder. They were there ever so briefly. What a second half. What a day to be a blue and white fan of the Titans. Let one slip again. Full time. Canterbury 20, the Gold Coast Titans 18.